But is your European story starting here?
Yes, literally,
Yeah.
yes. This is our first. It's pretty actually a good.
Actually,
story.
literally starting like right now.
Right now is the moment that
yeah.
this is the first time we've been here for 2 days. This is the first time we've worked. So we are going to Berlin, and we're going to be hitting a lot of other places in Europe. But our first time is boom, Amsterdam.
Isn't it weird to start all over with a record that you've known in and out because you already played it?
I think it's kind of. It's actually easier in certain ways because we've played the song so many times in the States and we've done so much work there that we take a lot of pride in the live shows. We put a lot of effort into it. So the hard work on that end of it is kind of already done. So now it's you get to relax a little bit more and enjoy the days of, and when you get to see new places and all of the culture offers, you can focus a little more energy on enjoying the day instead of worrying about making sure your performance is great because we've done it quite a lot of times now, so it's kind of actually easier.
How long is this trip, this promo trip, Europe trip?
Short.
Just a couple of days,
yeah.
just a few days. But yeah, like he said, we'll be back in April too, and we're gonna play shows, and when we come back. So,
all through Europe.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited about that. Hopefully back in Amsterdam. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
Amsterdam,
definitely want to come back to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, since this is a bit of an introduction to your band for us in Holland, I want to go back a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what your life looked like when you first started out, when you first released the EP, for example.
Before in the US?
No, at home.
At home.
Yeah.
Oh.
In Australia.
Oh, we were all doing different stuff.
We were doing part-time jobs because I don't know. It was like the record label folded over there when we released our first album, and after that we decided to go to the States. So we're all doing part-time jobs, and that was a lot of fun for 2 years, saving up money to try and get to the States. And that was actually how Shim met the Free Hugs guy, who that was the one video that kind of got us a lot of exposure in the States when we were over there. And he was working at a mall. I was working telemarketing, and actually Mark was in the States.
Pizzas.
Delivering pizzas.
It's very
one of the many jobs.
One of the many jobs. Lots of not nearly as interesting as what we do now.
No, but it's a great story to tell.
It is,
right?
yeah. No, and the thing is, it's kind of funny because that the question you asked, like what was life like before, is kind of slightly documented in that Free Hugs video because the band actually doesn't appear in the video. The video was made as a get well card for my friend who is the Free Hugs guy in the video. I made it for him. I just happened to use our song as the soundtrack, which then later, once it got popular, became the first single unexpectedly. So, but that actually is exactly where we came from. Like that was where I worked and where you would go on the weekend, and it was right in the middle of Sydney. It was, it's kind of interesting, and it's very interesting that the first thing that anyone saw of the band had nothing of the band in it. There was none of the members in the band were in the video, and it's the most popular video we've ever had.
But after that, you moved. After working those jobs, you moved to Los Angeles.
We saved up. We spent the time saving up the money, and then we had a few people to call, just a few phone numbers, and that was it. It was really cold. Like we went over cold. So we didn't even come over with a drummer. We met Mark after we had landed because our original drummer didn't want to make that sacrifice. So we came. We started rehearsing, we started looking for drummers, met Mark, pretty much actually second guy in the room. And and we found the lineup, and then we just worked for over a year, rehearsing, writing songs with no record deal, and just trying to figure out how to make that money last as long as possible until we got a record deal. And we couldn't get one. They weren't giving out record deals very easily, and also it's because we had started fresh, no one knew us, it was hard, it's very hard to get noticed, especially in LA. It's a lottery. So when the Free Hugs thing happened, that was what pushed it over the edge and actually got them to call us back and say, all right, you can have a record deal now.
So do you consider that to be the real starting point of where you are now?
With this lineup, yeah.
Yeah.